Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. If these words are asserted for theophanies and manifestations of God, including all eternal notions of God, which occurred after the beginning of the world, that is, the world these theophanies and manifestations which occurred after the beginning of the world, then these they cannot be used for God, hence no, not for any eternal notion, hence for no eternal notion. First, these manifestations and theophanies are not only non-eternal but also created by God and are creations of God. Second, if each non-eternal manifestation and non-eternal theophany is not per se subsistent, even then no eternal divine notion assumes them. And this is a very important point. Then the parts and organs of non-eternal theophanies and non-eternal manifestations cannot be asserted for any eternal notion of God, even if the entirety or whole of the non-eternal theophany or non-eternal manifestation is ascribed or asserted to any divine eternal notion. Any part or organ of it cannot be ascribed to that eternal notion. So this is the point to be noted, and I will say that an organ of an eternal notion is no more than a part of eternal notion, rather a special case of a part of the theophany or non-eternal manifestation, since it is not assumed by any divine notion, and only nature or only thing that is assumed by hypostasis is the human nature, and nothing other than it. It may be noted and that the superior natures like that of angel or some beings, cherubs, they cannot be assumed. Similarly, a person cannot be assumed. Additionally, a lower nature cannot be assumed by any hypostatus in particular and any divine notion in general. So what I am saying, that if someone ascribes that the feet means the feet of a non-eternal manifestation or a non-eternal theophany, even then the feet cannot be ascribed to God. This is one of the most important things which I have mentioned, and that is the reason I say that the best way, even in the Tanakh or Hebrew Bible, is to take these verses metaphorically and accept that they are not used literally. That means that one should use them either in a metaphorical way or a non-literal way, and or in some meaning which is unknown, but or a mystery, but they cannot be used in the literal meaning unless and otherwise they imply an eternal notion in God. And that means that if you believe that the divine feet are an eternal notion, then that means that the divine feet are eternal and the God has eternal feet. So the same is true for other notions like eye and mouth, etc., etc. So I mean that you should know that this opinion is wrong and incorrect. One should not accept this opinion.